Commonly confused word. Elude versus elude. Elude is coy. To elude is to refer to something in an indirect manner. But elude's favorite thing to do is hide from the cops. It means to evade. Because the accent is on the second syllable in both words, it's easy to get them mixed up. To elude is to talk around something, give hints, and generally not say what you really want to say. You allude to something when you don't want to say it outright. Elude in sentence. McCarthy alluded to Williams as being an afterthought in Green Bay's game plan. Your film alludes to various versions of the Sleeping Beauty myth. To elude is to get away. Elude does love hiding from the law, but it can also refer to an idea you can't grasp or cheap health care. Elude in sentence. How the aspiring artist achieved his accomplished technique eludes us. Good, cheap healthcare has long eluded America. Allude to something by saying all but what you actually want to say. Elude evades and gets away, like a name that's on the tip of your tongue. Commonly confused word. Allot versus a lot. To allot is to divvy up. You might allot a few hours of your day to study for a test. The words allot refer to a large amount. If you're taking a hard class, you'll need to allot a lot of hours to study. To allot means to parcel out, like to allot 2 weeks off for employees or to allot 1 slice of cake per party guest. If you allot only 15 minutes to get ready in the morning, you better be fast. The word allot often appears as allotted. Allot in sentence. He doesn't allot quality time to his relatives either. Each is allotted its own oven, and each is sent forth into the neighborhood in identical white pizza boxes for delivery. A lot, on the other hand, is always 2 words. The word lot means a plot of land or a group of something, and that a is an article and not a part of the word, as in a bunch. If you like whipped cream, ask for a lot. If you follow a band, you like their music a lot. A lot in sentence. I shake a lot of Parmesan cheese on my pasta. After nearly 4 weeks I had learned quite a lot about the monkeys. A lot has 2 L's because it has an extra to parcel out. But a lot needs space. If you allot time every day to learn vocabulary, you'll know a lot of words in no time. Commonly confused word. Allowed versus allowed. If you're allowed to eat cookies after dinner but your brother isn't, don't say it aloud. To be allowed to do something is to have permission, but to say something aloud is to speak it. Allowed is the past tense of the verb allow, which means to let something happen. It usually comes from a person with authority, like a parent who says you're allowed to stay up late or a dentist who says you're not allowed to brush your teeth with chocolate. Allowed in sentence. Older students are allowed to roam until the bell, but 9th graders are herded into the auditorium. As soon as the group gathered, the delegates began to debate whether women should be allowed to participate. Allowed sounds a lot like out loud, which means basically the same thing, even though the word allowed is older and more formal. Allowed originally meant to be loud, but now it means speaking something instead of just thinking it. Allowed in sentence. She read Wilba's lines and heard Kelly echo back the words she had read aloud moments ago. I found myself singing aloud this song that filled my head like the buzz of a trapped fly. If you're allowed to say these words aloud, you'll notice they sound the same. You'll need to write them to see that allowed has a W, while allowed is more like loud. Commonly confused words. Illusion versus delusion. An illusion is indirect reference to something. An illusion is something that isn't real, and delusion is the ideas that have no basis in reality. Novelists, magicians, and other tricksters keep these words busy. Novelists love an illusion, an indirect reference to something like a secret treasure for the reader to find. Magicians heart illusions, or fanciful fake-outs, but tricksters suffer from delusions, ideas that have no basis in reality. Blink and you'll miss it. An illusion is a quick indirect mention of something. It's a literary device that stimulates ideas, associations, and extra information in the reader's mind with only a word or two. Allusion in sentence. Littlemore was not quick at catching literary allusions. Thomas Paine's writings contain several affectionate allusions to his father, but none to his mother. Magicians love to create illusions, or visual tricks, like making a tiger disappear or sawing a person in half. Your eye can be fooled by an optical illusion, and Dorothy and the gang get to the bottom of the wizard's illusion and discover he's just a regular guy. Illusions aren't always glamorous, sometimes they're just hiding the man behind the curtain. Illusion in sentence. We have no illusion that AI is going to create lots of new job opportunities. While investing in your company's stock might feel safer than betting on the stock market as a whole, that is usually an illusion. Delusions are like illusions, but they're meaner. A delusion is a belief in something despite the fact that it's completely untrue. Hence the phrase is delusions of grandeur. People with delusions often wind up on the shrink's couch. Whether you are trying to deceive yourself or someone is trying to deceive you, if you believe the false idea, you have a delusion about reality. Delusion in sentence. Delusions are closely allied to hallucinations and generally accompany the latter. Basically, I think he's suffering from delusions of grandeur, he said. An illusion shows up in art, while illusions love kids' parties. If you believe something despite reality, you have a delusion.